Hello, everyone. Today I am going to be demonstrating how to fill out a CICA Life of America application, as well as complete the voice signature script. We are on the homepage and we're going to go under Applications, New Application to get started. Step 1, we are going to enter the proposed insured's information. The state, gender, date of birth, where is the application currently located? Florida. English. Is this application being completed by a call center? At this point, if you are a telesales agent over the phones, we will be selecting yes. If you are a face-to-face agent, it would be no. The plan you are applying for, we are going to apply for the standard issue. The face amount, if the client wants accidental death or not. The mode of payment, we're going to select monthly for this demonstration. Is automatic premium loan desired? We'll select yes. We need to calculate the premium. At this point, it will give you the premium totals. We're ready to go to the next step. The insured's general information, it did autofill the name, date of birth. We will need to insert the proposed insured's social security number. If the client does not have an email address, you will need to put none@none.com. The client's phone number, and their address, physical address. Enter their zip code, hit the search button. It will fill in city and state. We're ready for the next step. Is the owner someone other than the proposed insured? If yes, select yes. We're going to select no for this demonstration. If the client would like to assign a secondary designee, you would select yes. For this demonstration, we'll select no. Next step. This is where we're going to put in the beneficiary information. The name of the beneficiary. Beneficiary's address. And zip code. Once again, if the beneficiary does not have an email address, we will do none@none.com. The beneficiary's phone number. If they do not know their beneficiary's phone number, you could just put the client's phone number in this location. And if they do not know the beneficiary's social security number, you would need to enter all the same digit. So it's very clear that it is a phony social. Obviously, it's best to have that information. For the date of birth, you will put the beneficiary's date of birth. If they do not know the beneficiary's date of birth, we are going to be advising you to put in the applicant's and proposed insurer's date of birth. This is subject to change, but that is what we're going to do now. The percentage that the beneficiary will receive, and the relation of the beneficiary. If you wanted to add multiple beneficiaries, you could split that up and you would add at this point, or a contingent. We're ready for the next step. We will need to ask the existing insurance questions. Now we are at the health questions. You have already gone over these health questions with the client, and we will be going and reading over them again when we do the recording if you are a phone sales agent. So I'm going to go through the health questions. This is where we will put the physician's information. If there is not a physician known, you would select no physician. Ready for the next step? Okay, this is where it's telling you to provide any additional information. You will not want to put any remarks in this section. The reason is that we want this application to be jet issued. If you put any remarks, it is going to go to an underwriter's desk, no matter what the remark is. So there should be no reason for you to put anything in this section. So we're going to leave that blank and go to the next step. At this point, we are going to go over to the voice signature script to complete the recording. If you are a face-to-face agent, you will not do this part. So I'm going to pull up the voice signature script. And I have my client on the line. And I'm going to invite the client to conference call in the pre-recorded line. Seven 251-3875.
Press 1 for disclosure and HIPAA authorization. Press 0 at the end to end the conference call.
And start the recording. Mr. Smith, my name is Bridget, and my agent number is 725-1513. Please listen to the disclosure statement and HIPAA authorization. I'm going to select 1 to start the pre-recorded authorization statement.
Any person who knowingly and with intent to injure, defraud, or deceive any insurer files a statement of claim or an application containing any false, incomplete, or misleading information is guilty of a felony of the 3rd degree. I affirm that all the statements on this application are true and complete to the best of my knowledge and belief, and that they shall be the basis for and a part of the policy. I understand and agree that the company is not bound to issue a policy and has no liability unless a policy is issued, delivered, and accepted, and the first premium paid, date of receipt at the company's office shall be considered the date of payment, while the proposed insured's health and other conditions affecting insurability remain as described herein. As a final step to completing the application process, I'm required to read a HIPAA disclosure and authorization before applying your voice signature. By applying my voice signature, I authorize all medical-related service providers involved in the care, diagnosis, and treatment, including doctors, hospitals, insurance companies, and the Medical Information Bureau, to disclose medical records with CICA Life Insurance Company of America for the purpose of determining eligibility for insurance, administering coverage, and payment of a claim. By my voice signature, I authorize 1. Any licensed physician, medical practitioner, clinic, hospital, or other medical or medically related facility, insurance company, MIB, or other person, organization, or institution that has any records or knowledge of me, my health, or my child's health, as applicable, To give to CICA Life Insurance Company of America or its reinsurers any such information and to testify as to such information. And 2, the company to conduct investigations at any time before or after any policy issuance with any sources and regarding information as the company deems relevant to issuance of a policy or any claims made under a policy. I further authorize the company or its reinsurers to make a brief report of my personal health information to MIB or reinsurance companies or other persons or organizations performing business or legal services in connection with this application. I understand that such disclosures are permitted by law.
Okay, at this point, the call will disconnect, or the pre-recorded line will disconnect. If it does not, you can press 0 to end the pre-recorded line conference call. Mr. Smith, as a final step to completing the application process, I need you to verify the following. Please state your full name and today's date. The client will state John Smith. Today's date is January 26, 2024. Okay, Mr. Smith, please confirm the spelling of your first name is JOHNSMITH, and your address is 2300 3rd Court, Vero Beach, Florida, 32960. The client will state yes or no, and they will give you the correct spelling or address. Next part, do you understand that you have applied for immediate whole life plan with CICA Life of America for a face amount of $10,000? And they will give you a clear yes at this point. Now we're going to move on. It is required that all health questions be read verbatim, and a clear yes or no would be answered. We are applying for the standard issue health, so it will be all no answers, but you will need to go through and fully read each question, and the client will need to answer. Once you've completed asking all of the health questions, you will then need to ask these 4 questions, and they will all have yes answers, clear yes answers from the client. Once you have done that, thank you very much for your application. It will now be submitted to Home Office for consideration for approval, and we will end the recording at this part, unless there is a payer other than the insured or the owner is other than the insured. Then you will need to do these 2 recordings as well. Now we can go back to the application and finish this. Signature line, we're going to sign at city, state. The recording ID will be the proposed insured's phone number and the date of the application. Now here is where, if you are doing a D1P hold date, the delay payment option will be yes. If you are doing an e-check, it will be no. For the purpose of this recording, I am going to do a hold date D1P so that I am able to withdraw this application easily since it's a phony app. So since I'm going to show you how I'm to do a D1P, we're going to select a hold date. I will select February 2nd. Move down here. The agent number and your name should pre-fill automatically. And at this point, you are done with this page. I'm ready to go to the next step. So you can see here the hold payment and the application's hold date. So you can just confirm that that is correct. If it is not, you can select here and you can go back. But we will need to upload the application and then schedule a payment. This is where we're going to enter the billing information, policy number. The insured's name is pre-filled. We will need to select the relation. The payer is going to be the insured in this case. The payment type, premium, and we're doing 1 premium payment. We're ready to go to the next step. In the disclaimer here, we will certify and agree, select next. This is where we're going to enter the billing information, selected ACH. If you're doing a credit card, you would select credit card. Account type, I'm going to select checking and the account number. We'll put the routing number. This box should automatically be checked. And this is very important as it will make sure the payments are on reoccurring draft. You can see here, since I've selected the D1P date to be February 2nd, that the reoccurring day of the month is set for the 2nd automatically. The billing information. This is very important that it matches the account on file. In this case, the billing, the payer is the insured, so the billing information will be the insured's information. We do not have the insured's email. Once again, we'll put none@none.com, and there's no notes. Next. All right, at this point, the application is fully complete. You can see your order ID. We have successfully scheduled a payment to post on the selected D1P date, and you are all done with your application.